Hello and welcome back to ERS Tier 4 League Racing, the best of the best really. Round 19, we're at COTA, the most gay track of all time. This is not that I'm homophobic, being gay is calm, you know, you do you.
Joey vibe that.
As you can see in quali, currently JJR are repping 2nd, 3rd and 4th, so up the JJR.
Until I choke Wally, but yeah.
Yeah, until Matt chokes quali, but you know, Matt be Matt. So anyway, going into this race here, me and Joff and Mjarts, otherwise known as J-Marts, are all within 9 points of each other. Me and Joff were actually on the same points in the battle for first, and this was like the 4th to last race. There's 3 races left after this, basically. Yeah, so intense situation. I've come in winning the last 2 races. Joff's come in having fully strong for me. Cheers, Matt. I've come in winning the last 2 races. Joff's coming in having like the poorest life in the last 2 races. So Joff's not. I've got the momentum definitely coming into this race, but I think you do outqualify me here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But J-Marts are rival who we needed to outscore by 9 points. Oh yeah, if we got 5 points, we locked up constructors as well, but that's not really a big thing because we won that ages ago. I mean, fairs. But me and Joff actually, for the first time in league, I'm pretty sure, managed to lock front row when we're both literally. This was the first race where we were like, all right, no team orders, we'll actually just race each other. So yeah, that was not scary at all. But Razor's down in Razor's just there, I guess. But J-Marts is down in like 8th or something off grid. But as you can see, fairly clean start. Joff actually gets a better start, so I wasn't going to make a move. And Razor actually taps Joff's rear and goes like vibing into turn 1. So me and Joff have a fairly clean getaway. But the most important thing here, which is why this clip is so long, is Joff basically shits on me in the S's. Were you running Rich down? Oh, fair. You were just better than me then. Yeah, fair. I got 30. Yeah, woo. But he basically drops me a 2nd in the first lap, like, immediately, which was poor, because on the softs, Joff was probably slightly faster, and we knew that going in. And so, it took me 5 laps to actually catch back up into his DRS, because I was slightly better on tyre wear than he is. But it does mean that, because Joff was first, he also got track position, which meant that he managed to pit lap 9, right? Yeah, which means...
So we just knew that I was going to pit lap 9 anyways.
Well, yeah, but if I was on track position, I probably would have pit lap 9 because it's better.
Why? Lap 9 just wasn't better.
It was. It literally gave Joff a 2-second undercut and I never caught back up because the percentage difference was like 2. It was 2 seconds for 2%. Like, that's a dub.
Strong.
Yeah, but anyway, on lap 6, I got a warning, which was quite crucial because we knew penalties were going to be like make or break this race because it's very easy to get penalties here. So behind Joff, by lap 7, you can see I'm already quite a lot faster than him at this point, but I just couldn't really. I wasn't fast enough to make the overtake because off the last corner, Joff had some wham exit, and as you can see, Joff does pit lap 9. So I know he's going to get an undercut on me here. So I pretty much just go like I saved 8% ERS behind Joff. So I basically, as you can see, I'm just using down the straight, and I went on a wham push lap to try and not lose any time, as I was going to pit lap 10. Because we were both trying the soft to medium strategy because it's just OP here if you can not spin on the dying tyres. But as you can see, Joff does come out about 2 seconds ahead of me. So he got about a 2-second, 1.5 second gap to me from the undercut. So fair play, Joff.
VSC.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking hate VSCs. I hate them so much. Right, so I lost like 2 attempts there. Pain. As you can see, after the VSC that I don't like, Joff and Vito, or Demov, or Christian Demov, or Matt's teammate, whatever you want to call him, are actually fighting for the race lead. Not really. Yeah, fully. Not. Yeah, it's not the net lead because Demov still needs to pit, but Joff, very brave overtake to be fair when you're leading a race. I would have just tried to do it in the straight, which I'm pretty sure what I do on this lap. So I was basically trying to overtake Dimov as quickly as possible. So
you're only a second behind me, first.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, because Dimov held you up bare. So I was trying to overtake him as soon as possible to try and get back within a your DRS, because obviously I was like 2 seconds behind you before you got to him. And to be fair, I did manage to overtake him on this straight. Spoiler warning, sorry.
How rude.
How rude. But it was a fairly, no, I'd say that's fine. But then I do go out a bit wide, which is kind of peak. But sorry, Demoff.
Disgraceful.
Legal though, legal. And as you can see, Joff does manage to stay out of my DRS window, which was pain.
First sectors.
Oh my fucking god. I've actually had enough. But as you can see, Joff has like just dropped me in this second stint. He was just so much faster than me. But
For some reason I just had mad pace on mediums.
But he also had mad pace in the VSC, and that didn't really help him. As he got a drive through and then spun as well, almost ending my race. Which also allowed Razor to catch me up the big. So strong mind games out here from Joff. But yeah, that was peak for Joff, because Joff should have won the race. Realistically, he was dominating it. But I don't know, he was just going so quick, he forgot there was a VSC.
It was just lapse of concentration, I guess.
But
The thing that got me is that like usually it gives you like a countdown until you have to get back in the green. It gives you like a 13-second, and 13-second came up and it just disappeared suddenly, and I was like, "Fairs."
Should have said VSC ending. You just got to brake.
Yeah, imagine being in the red. But as you can see, lap 25 now, Razor is well and truly like trying to attack me at this point. But I got a better exit out this corner, and he doesn't do anything on this straight on lap 26. But yeah, Joff getting the drive through pretty much gifted me the win anyway, because Matt was 9 seconds back, and he was the only other person with no. Yeah, this was when me and Matt were working together to try and get a JGR 1-2, so I was like trying to slow Razor down.
Yeah, he was just slowing down in essence.
Which bit peak, but we move. But Razor had Razor had 9 seconds of penalties. I didn't, so I knew even if he did overtake me, it wasn't really going to be a threat. So at this point, I was kind of just fighting him to get Matt the 1-2. And as you can see, it's working as Matt's within 9 seconds of the big Razor.
Oh, you squeeze.
On the last lap. Big squeeze, yeah. Oh, I squeeze him more on the exit. Look. My line, innit? I had inside line. Shush, Razor. But Razor actually has a lot of overlap speed coming down into here. Makes a silly dive here, if I do say so myself. But I hold it around the outside. He makes another move there, but I cover it off. And into this corner, I was basically just afraid, because he was making so many dives, I was just afraid he was going to kill me. So I kind of let him have the inside line, because I just didn't want to get punted. And then he pushes me out anyway, so that was good. But in the end, he gets the position. I still come first, I just don't come first on track. And Matt managed to come second, so...
Jeez, strong.
GG. Up the 1-2 JJR. Joff managed to come fourth in the end, right?
Yeah. Which is to say, had a drive through.
Yeah, to get a drive through is still stonks, but it's not as stonks as first. So, but after this race, that means that I do in fact lead the championship going into Mexico. Joff, are you third or second? Yeah, because J-Mutz came 8th.
Second.
Yeah, but
he's ahead of J-Mutz by 1.
Strong, but yeah. See you in the next 3 races, and goodbye.
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 Fishy got drip, drip. Fishy got the drip. Fishy got the drip. Fishy got the drip. Ooh. Fishy got drip, drip. I know you want the drip. I got the drip. What? Fishy got drip. Fishy got the drip. Ooh. Fishy got the dun 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 dun. Fishy got the drip. Fishy got the drip. Fishing on the whip.